Hello vinyl community. I have decided, it's the same night as my last video, so consider this part 2. I've decided to go ahead and just make another video and try to get it out of the way because I'm so far behind. I'm going to try to go really quick. I've got a really big stack of records, and the second and third ones I show, if anybody wants like an in-depth video on either one of these records, I'll be willing to do it a little later. I'm going to go as quick as I can, and these guys might need some in-depth treatment, but I can't do it and all of this at the same time. But if anybody's interested, haven't seen it, I don't know if anybody else has been doing this because I haven't been watching, so I've been trying. Anyway, let's just get started. First thing I have is a 10-inch. It's on white vinyl. The Raveonettes, Ode to California, back with cover of Hank Williams, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. I really like this a lot. It was a record store they released, I think. It was from the Pretty in Black album a few years ago. Well, gosh, more than almost 10 years ago now, maybe. I don't know. But I like Ode to L.A. Ronnie Spector's on Ode to L.A. And show you the vinyl real quick. It is on white vinyl, 10-inch. And I'm already slowing way down. Anyway, this is pretty cool. Here's the first one that might need some in-depth explaining. The Magnetic Fields, again, pressed on 10-inch vinyl, 69 love songs. In my opinion, one of the best albums of the 90s. Comes with a book, comes on 6 10-inch records for a total of 69 love songs. And the records are in one jacket. It folds out. I'm not going to show you any of it right now, but again, if you want me to do an in-depth on 69 love songs, let me know, and I will. I did play just a couple tracks. I thought the vinyl was a little noisy, but the pressing, the sound was good. I didn't love the pressing. Anyway, I love this. I was spraying for it. I wasn't going to. It's one of the ones I've complained about, but I got it at a decent price, so I went for it. Another one I was complaining about, but I went and got one. I found it at a decent price. Bob Dylan's latest, The Cutting Edge, 3-record set from his bootleg series of his 65 and 66 material. What I've heard of this so far sounds fantastic. There's the track list, and it does come with a CD, a really nice glossy book, well, 2 CDs, in their own little individual covers. And again, you want me to do an in-depth of this, let me know, and I will, but it's really, really good, and I'm really glad I have it. I have to put these down, or I won't be able to carry on. Okay, now, really quickly, Elvis Costello, finally on vinyl, Mighty Like a Rose. Not one of his amazing albums, but it's got The Other Side of Summer on it, and So Like Candy, and it's a pretty good album. Right now, which is what's playing in the background, it's a 2-record set of Atlantic rhythm and blues type stuff. It's Richie Barrett's original version of Some Other Guys playing right now. I was pretty stoked to get this. There's the set list if you want to pause it and see what's on that. Pretty cool. A lot of these I got really cheap. This I might have showed before. If I did, I'm sorry. Wanda Jackson's Rockin' with Wanda, a reissue on Wax Time. Cheap, couple of good bonus tracks, including Funnel of Love, which is why I bought it. I have a 45, but awesome. The unissued Carl Perkins, Put Your Cat Clothes on, 2 versions of that song on here. A few Christmas records. Brian Setzer Orchestra. It's Boogie Woogie Christmas. He's done 3 or 4 Christmas albums now. I think this is his first one. I wanted to see if it's on. Yeah, it's pressed on white vinyl. You're gonna have to trust me on that. A Swingin' Christmas, Ella Fitzgerald. She's did 2 Christmas albums. For my money, this is the best one. This one swings, rocks a little. The other one's pretty traditional and mellow. This is the one to get. A Swingin' Christmas, Ella Fitzgerald. I got this really cheap. An Americana Christmas. All kinds of stuff on here. Here's the set list. But I got it because Bob Dylan's Christmas album is really expensive. But Must Be Santa is on here on vinyl. I wanted it for my podcast, so there you go. I've seen this and I just had to pick it up. Kate Martin and her Bodyguards. I know what he wants for Christmas. Enough said about that. Aretha Franklin, reissue again on, is this on Wax Time? Yeah. Of her, I always get confused, second or third album, The Electrifying Aretha Franklin. One of her really good early Columbia records. There's a song called Rough Lover on here, which is just fantastic. Chimp and the Blues, Jerry Zoltan and R. Crumb. R. Crumb plays some of it, well, they both play some of their favorite blues records, and I'm talking late 20s to very early 30s as far as these two go. And R. Crumb, of course, if you didn't know, did all those bootleg covers, including he did the cover for this album. Did some fantastic covers. In fact, maybe this could be my snapshot at the beginning. Let's see. Hopefully. Anyway, they talk about the tracks in the middle, and also, I just remembered, how's this for some interesting vinyl? I don't know if you can see this. Some sort of splatter, two different color splatter vinyls. It's a pretty interesting record, and even the sleeve is very vintage looking. It's cool. The Dylan sleeves, by the way, on that box set are very vintage looking as well. Okay, more Christmas. Cool Yule Volume 2. Rhino put this out. I have Volume 1. I've been looking for this for a long, long time. Dolenz, Jones, and Torque, Christmas is My Time of Year is on this, on vinyl. Finally. Vince Guaraldi Trio. I actually have this, a reissue of this, but this is on really, really interesting vinyl. I haven't opened it yet, but I have seen it. It's like a red and green swirl, and it's really cool, and I got it at a good price, so I picked it up. This is on Glow in the Dark out vinyl. The Addams Family, the original soundtrack, finally out, re-released again. This was a Barnes & Noble exclusive, and it is on Glow in the Dark vinyl, but I haven't opened mine yet. Carl Perkins. I've been looking to get more Carl Perkins, and his Dance Party album came out on Record Store Day, but it was pricey if you ask me. I picked this up and got it mailed to me for, what, $8, something like that. So, pretty happy with this. His best of on Rhino Records. It's in really nice shape. Still in the shrink. Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell. A bunch of people recommended him to me, and I like him, but he's so mellow that I don't know. Really, really mellow album. Reminds me of Elliott Smith a little bit when he's being really, really mellow. Latest Sleater Kinney. Finally picked this up. Got this at Barnes & Noble as well. And it's autographed according to the cover. And it was cheap. Hopefully they autographed it on the inside, because it's not autographed on the front or the back. It is a trifold, I think. Or at least, yeah, it's a trifold. So hopefully it's autographed in there. Haven't opened it yet. Looking forward to this one though. Just picked this up a couple days ago, along with the Sufjan Stevens. Album I've been looking for a long time. Baby Come Back by The Equals. Of course, it's got that tune on it. And Police on My Back, which the Clash later covered, is on this album as well. One of the first integrated groups there were. Not the first, but one of. Finally adding this to my collection, the Beatles, Let It Be Naked. You probably can't see it very well. It's in a tin-foily kind of cover. Should come with a 7-inch EP as well. The Fly on the Wall EP. And there's your set list if you can Anyway, happy to have that. Got it at a decent price too, which is everything. Best of the Shadows. Love the Shadows. In America, they're really hard to come by. This is, I forget who put this out. Final Passion put this out. The Best of the Shadows. It's got 18 songs on it, and I look forward to hearing that. King of the Surf Guitar, Dick Dale, an early album of his put out by Wax Time again, I believe. No, Rock Beat Records with a couple of bonus tracks. Francois Hardy. I don't know if this is, it's just called Francois Hardy. I think it might be a reissue of her first album. Again, I picked it up pretty cheap. Love French pop. So, Francois Hardy. I got this really cheap. I haven't heard it. I don't know if it's any good or not. But Dave Davies' solo from a couple of years ago, I Will Be Me. I mean, this was like $8 or something like that. So, for $8, why not? Finally picked up Syd Barrett's Opal, completing my Syd Barrett triumvirate. Opal, if you don't know, is a collection of outtakes and unissued songs and rarities and things like that. Red Rockers doing Eve of Destruction. I picked this up, found it really cheap right after P.F. Sloan passed, so I thought why not, because of course P.F. Sloan wrote Eve of Destruction. Promo 12-inch. Finally out on vinyl, Big Stars Columbia LP, their 1994 live show, their reunion, actually, and really happy to have that. Alex Chilton and Jody Stevens there on the back cover. This would make another good thumbnail as well. Probably won't make it though. I've played this twice. I love this album. Roseanne Cash, The List. If you don't know about this album, her dad left her a list of songs that she should know that she didn't know. And she decided to record them all after he died. So, some really good people on here. Elvis Costello's on here. I forget who else. Bruce Springsteen, Jeff Tweedy, Rufus Wainwright. Good album. One of her best. Otis Redding, the Not Just Sentimental. This is 14 never before released Otis Redding tracks. And I used to have this on CD, but well expanded. And in fact, some of the songs I really wanted aren't on the album. But pretty cool Otis album anyway. Finally picked up Funkadelic. Bought the reissue. Got it really cheap. Maggot Brain, of course. And haven't heard it yet, but I was in a record store over there playing it not too long ago, so I have heard some of it. Anyway, looking forward to digging into that. I know the guys at the Psychedelic Experience, among many others, really love this album, so I'm looking forward to that. Another Wanda reissue on Wax Time. There's a party going on. I find that even the companies that aren't that great do a pretty good job on 50s records, because 50s records for the most part aren't going to sound that amazing anyway. So I tend to like the Buddy Holly and the Wanda Jackson and stuff on Wax Time. They're alright as far as I'm concerned. Marianne Faithfull, Easy Come, Easy Go. I don't know, I just went for this. I don't know if I'm going to love it or hate it. I got a feeling I might like it. It's a 2-record set where she does 18 songs for music lovers. A lot of like traditional, not traditional, but you know, classic lounge tunes. Solitude is on here. In Germany Before the War by Randy Newman. Black Coffee. Down from Dover, which was a Lee Hazelwood song. Anyway. The Mooney Suzuki, I think this is the first one. People get ready. Just some sort of loud garage music. A couple more Costellos, the Kojak variety, finally out on vinyl. Music on Vinyl put these out and did a really nice job. If you don't know about the Kojak variety, here, they gave Elvis a bunch of money and said make a B-side. And he said for that kind of money I can make an album. So he did. All This Useless Beauty, one of Elvis's, maybe Elvis's best 90s album. This is a really good record and I'm so glad it's finally out on vinyl. Really good. Saw him on this tour in London. Saw him in Washington, D.C. too. It's amazing how different the shows were. The London show is, I think, my best show I've ever seen. The Washington show was, weird. And two more. This one is special on colored vinyl. Don't know what color, I haven't opened it yet. Red Cross, Born Innocent. And Vinyl Richie really recommended these guys. And I have heard a few tracks by them before. So, but what the heck. And last but not least, Third Eye. Again, I believe this one might be, and it is on colored vinyl. Haven't opened it yet, haven't gotten to it. But I'm really looking forward to this one more than the other one. I think one of the songs I know is on here. A song called Shonen Knife on here. That's pretty cool. No, not one of the songs I know on this. But anyway, I think this might be their first album. Anyway, Red Cross, Third Eye. I'm going to give it a listen, Richie. There you go, as quick as I could. That does it for my recent finds. I do have a few thrift store finds. I'll get around to those eventually. Sorry I went so fast. Again, if you want separate videos on the magnetic fields or the Dylan, let me know. And as always, check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com, the Snap Crackle Pop Vinyl Hour. Hope everybody's doing well. I really, really do. Hope you're having a great holiday season. And I'm going to be watching as many of your videos as I can. And I'm going to try to get to comments on the ones that you've left me. I'm really sorry that I was going to do some of that today, actually, before work. My internet was down. It's working now, but it was down this morning, and I was going to go, brought my laptop, and my mouse wouldn't work. And I'm so bad at doing this that I didn't get it done. Anyway, it's on my list of things to do. Hope you guys have great holidays, and hope you're all well, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.